Yeah, this town where I'm from, Channel 5. Yeah, there was my husband, my ex-husband, or he's not my ex-husband yet. They won't sign off the divorce. They're hoping I come up with some money and they can steal it from me again. That I was married to, and yeah, the breadwinner and the hard worker, and try to be the better person. And they were bad to begin with, but anyway, yeah, the town I'm from, he had surgery because he had a kidney stone, which men and women get when you get older. It don't matter if you try to prevent it; it's just something that happens. But being a man, usually women or men, you pass kidney stones, you get older. It's like a buildup in your kidneys. Like it's people get it all a lot. It's like kind of like too much sugar, like too much milk, or just. But that's not always the case. But they're called kidney stones. But women got a wreath or whatever down, they can pee it out. But men they can't because they got a tiny little hole at the end. But anyway, they had a laser blast out because yeah, people that have past kidney stones they scream for years and UTIs. I mean, even men get UTIs, not just women. It's one I had a UTI when I was a kid. It's so painful. UTI is just a infection, a bladder infection, where your pee is, an infection where your bladder is. Yeah, and it's painful. It's like it's. Have you ever seen the movie Green Mile with Tom Hanks, where it sounds like he's screaming and peeing a razor blades? That's what it feels like, and you can get it. You don't have to. It don't matter what you drink, or sometimes people get UTIs, even men, but just your pee sac is infected. You some reason, but yeah, if you stress and hold it in, it makes it more painful, and it won't go away on its own. You have to have not caveman Jesus, but you have to have antibiotics, and it's painful. It's like and it will never go away unless you take antibiotics. It's called a UTI. Even men get it, but anyway, yeah, it's your bladder, just your pee sacs infected. Your pee sacs got a cold. It needs antibiotics for 2 weeks. It literally feels like you're peeing razor blades. Yeah, like being in prison and getting like, yeah, death parole or yeah, it's painful. But anyway, yeah, all you need is antibiotics. Men get too. But anyway, my husband, he had a kidney stone though, and because they used to tell horror stories, and when I was a kid, of grandparents would have to pee out kidney stones, and how you could hear them skidding. But if you get past it, it would go away. It's just like a little buildup, like a little pebble, like a little a pebble, like a oyster pearl in your pee sac. Well, a kidney stone. But anyway, my husband had to go to this hospital up in Michigan to get his kidney stone laser blasted. He had to go back 3 times. It was a huge one. That's why they had to blast it. It was so big he couldn't pass it, and it was so big we had to go back 3 times for surgery to get it blasted. It was probably all the milk he drank in his life. But anyway, yeah, the doctors there, the one dude, they were like, they looked like. Well, anyway, the doctor, they had the security. It was on the news. It was on the news like 8 months ago. The security hospital camera, the security guard, all the people that work there, been passed around the password to the security camera for years. And that intern, not the doctor, because the doctor was, I wasn't there to date him, but I was asking questions about if I could go outside and smoke, or when I could wash my hands, like because I was sitting there smoking, and I was asking him about my husband's surgery because he was laying there. I had to wait to be the driver home. I'm saying all 3 times, and it was cold at the beginning of the year. And the doctor was kind of snobby, but that's okay because he was doing his job. He's not there to date me, and he just felt good about himself, and was just that's just my impression though. I was explaining the description, and the other dude, the intern, looked just like him because the doctor came in, and I asked this about my husband's surgery. Do we need to do this when he gets home, or can I go out and smoke? You gonna do this the procedure? Cause it was like a 12-hour surgery, plus he had a fast, for surgery. Because you can't have food in your belly button. Because if they're cutting you open, you poop yourself during surgery, then you're dead or something. For insurance reasons. Then they can, if they have to go back and operate real quick, then they can. There's not poop coming out of your butt. All you have to say, you have to fast and I eat. But anyway, and then the second time the doctor come in, they look just like. And I thought it was the same doctor. I said I asked you this. I said, you remember? And he said that wasn't me. That was the intern. Because they always put them together. Well, anyway, they were passed around the security camera. They're not police. They're not paid informant drug cops. They don't know guns from spark plugs. And no, they're not that. It was yeah, the security cameras that you go in to the hospital security cameras. They had the password. That hospital, and they'd been passed around for years. But the intern, I shouldn't because he predicted not guilty yet, or not guilty, but he hasn't been proven in court of law. But his wife got mad and told on him. His wife got mad and told on him. He's got 13,000 copies of the security camera where he's filming men, women, and children in private changing rooms, and a couple of them, yeah, yeah. And it's like your friends that, working at the hospital, but they all know the password. And that's, yeah, they had a fax machine and everything else. But he's in a lot of trouble, and it was on the news, the town that I'm from. So I don't want to start nothing. I like life. I liked my life when I was younger, and people should. But there's bad people doing bad stuff, and it shouldn't be going on to people that don't deserve it. But the intern, that doctor, that town we're from, he has 13,000 videos of men, women, and children in private dressing rooms, surgeries that he sits around and watches for fun. His wife told on him. And the Michigan police, they arrested him. And they said this is going to be felt worldwide. And it was about 8 months ago. Yeah, because all kinds of people, men, women, and children, being violated by this camera, the security camera. A very passing around gossiping. But this dude had 13,000 whole movies just sitting around watching them. His wife got mad and told on him. And they said it's going to be felt worldwide. So hopefully jobs will come in. But I'm not going to testify for that crap because, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be in a spotlight. But yeah, but it's, people should be made fun of. And plus, if you're an adult and you know better and it's not your business, there ain't nothing to make fun of. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult and way know better and way can control yourself, people need to. But sometimes men, you know what I'm saying, men can be mean with other men. But I'm not a man, you know what I'm saying? But everybody got to bend over and put on a hairnet and pick up the dishes or the garbage or do the janitor system at McDonald's, a parking lot, make a hamburger at Walmart or a factory or somewhere. Some at your own home to carry out the garbage. Somebody got to do it. But I understand men can be mean. But everybody got to bend over and pick up something. Nobody's king royalty and got to do it for you.